What's going on with it, guys? UCF Jaguar here, and actually reporting at you guys from Kansas City as I went to the game today, and it was very, very disappointing. And I will say I had fun and everything. I mean, Arrowhead is an awesome place, really loud environment. It was really, really cool to be there. And, hats off to all the Chiefs fans and, the players and all that kind of stuff for coming out here and beating the Jaguars. But, man, the Jaguars, they lost this one by a score of 30-14, and that's not a good game. It was not the Jaguars' day, man. We were down 20-0 at halftime, and at no point were we really in any control of this game. Now, the hole did rain up. I will say I thought it was gonna be raining the whole day, but it was really only raining, ironically enough, on the Jaguars' first drive. And then once the Chiefs got the ball, it just literally stopped and didn't really rain at all for the rest of the day. But man, this game, man, you can't really put it on the defense now. It did look like Mahomes and all that kind of stuff was kind of driving on us, but at the end of the day, the defense really only let up 23 points. You know what I mean? And, if you're going to give up 23 points to the Chiefs, you would probably take that. But, the offense just wasn't as good. And, Blake Bortles was, again, up and down, but the story of his year, he's been more down and up. You know what I mean? And in odd weeks, he's not very good. And in even weeks, he is a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? But it was an odd week. It was week 5, and Bortles just did not do very well. Now, he had a career high of 430 yards passing. He also had a career high of 61 passing attempts. And he also had a career high of 4 interceptions. Now, one of those interceptions was kind of at the end of the game where he was just kind of throwing it up. But, at the end of the day, man, he was not very good today, man. It just wasn't sharp, and it just wasn't good, man. The offense wasn't good. Now, the right tackle, Jeremy Parnell, he had a really bad game. I mean, D Ford was all over the place against him, getting sacks, and he actually forced a strip sack on like Blake Bortles. And I mean, D Ford, we couldn't block him. Jeremy Parnell could not block him. We were very, very injured when it comes to the offense. I mean, our left tackle, Josh Wells, went down, so we're back to our third left tackle. Corey Grant, Adam Schefter tweeted, is likely out for the season. So we're going to have to go out. We're going to have to do some homework and potentially bring in another running back, just because only having 2 running backs right now, all we have is Yeldon and Brandon Wild. So, I mean, we need more than that right now, just with Leonard Fournette being out right now. And it sucks to lose Corey Grant, man. He was a great change of pace back. He came in there, got an awesome first down, and then the guy gets injured. So, and you could tell it was bad because he wasn't putting any bit of weight on it or anything. And if there was any guy in the offense that did have a good game, I'd have to say it was T.J. Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon is kind of a baller, man. He had 53 yards rushing and he had 69 yards passing, including a touchdown. He was very, very good this game, and it wasn't a good game offensively, man. I think also a little bit of the blame goes on our offensive coordinator, Nate Hackett. I remember in the red zone, we were terrible in the red zone. We're usually a very, very good red zone team. We go down there one time and, it's a third down and we're back there having an empty set when we need 2 yards to get a first down. And quite frankly, we're running up their throats the whole game. T.J. Yeldon had 5 or 6 yards in attempt when it comes to the run game. And they went away from that. And I'm not sure if they went away from the run game just because Corey Grant got injured. And if you lose T.J. Yeldon, you have nothing. But, I mean, it was like a 3rd and 2, so we run an empty backfield, we don't get it, and the next thing you know, we go for it on 4th down when we're down 10, and we don't take the points, we go for it, we pass it again, and it's incomplete, and it was just bad. And at the end of the half, after Bortles threw a pick 6 on a screenplay, it's wound up being 20-0, and really it was too much to come back from, especially with our offense. Now, I thought the defense did do a good job against the Chiefs offense, obviously holding them to 23 points, and Mahomes, they forced 2 interceptions on him, which was obviously his first interceptions of his career, definitely of the year, I believe. And it wasn't very good. I don't know what else to say, man. We got dominated out here. It was depressing. Second quarter, I was just pissed the hell off. 3rd quarter, 4th quarter, I just wound up conceding defeat. Just wound up laughing about everything that went on. But it sucks, man. The Jaguars, they dropped to 3-2, but luckily the Bills did us a huge favor, and the Texans wound up losing. They somehow lost to the Bills. The Titans did. So we're still tied for first place in the AFC South. Luckily, we don't have any 5-0 teams in our division right now, so it's still very much up for grabs. But it was just not a very good game, man. And we gotta do some homework when it comes to trying to find some running back help because right now Yeldon and Wilds aren't going to cut it. So I don't know if they're going to look at free agency, or they're going to be trading for something, but something's going to go down in the next 48 hours. So, I wouldn't trade anything more than like a fourth round pick if you're going to go that route, try to find maybe a guy that's contract kind of running out kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know really what else to say about this game, man. Bortles has to, play better, play a little more consistent. Obviously, he was, pretty down this game, just turning the ball over, errant throws, and all that kind of stuff. Right tackle Jeremy Parnell was awful. This D Ford was just speed rushing him, and he couldn't stop him, man. The defense they weren't really. I was a little bit annoyed by the lack of pass rush that was like kind of there, but it wound up kicking up a little bit later in the game. But they did enough. They held them to 23 points. There's not really much more you can ask for out of like the defense, but the offense just couldn't score. It was too little, too late. We scored no points in the first half, and we're coming against the Chiefs team. That's not how you want to get things done. But I don't really know too much what else to say, man. I got to rewatch this game and figure out some more things that went down. But I'm actually going to be on the Sports Fury live stream tonight, so be sure to check out the Sports Fury if you want to see us live stream the Texans and Cowboys. But yeah, that's about all I got, man. Jaguars dropped 3-2 after getting walloped by these Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City, they're a good team, man. 5-0, only undefeated team in the AFC, and they're a real force to reckon with, man. But yeah, that's about all I got, man. I'm out of here.